Good morning, YouTubers and truth seekers alike. It's Wilbert waking up here. I have a very interesting update, another layer of truth in this COVID-19 pandemic. So, this morning while I was doing my typical attempt of trying to wake up and scroll through my excuse for social media, I saw something that alarmed me, and I went on to my Google search engine. Then when I realized that Google's algorithms have been pretty much turned upside down to only give you the mainstream narrative. In other words, they only give you CNN, MSNBC, and all the mainstream outlets saying things like coronavirus death soars in Michigan, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Florida. Places that how dare they question this regurgitated media in the midst of all these other truths that are out there. So, long story short, I'm going to jump right into what's been going on. The CDC, Centers of Disease Control, otherwise known as the overlords of information to the hospital and hospital staff and hospital administration, are telling the hospitals, these supposedly overwhelmed hospitals, that no tests are needed and that they are to just list COVID-19 as the cause of death. So the reason, besides the fact that this is just utterly absurd, the reason this is also so concerning is that I'm surprised I'm not seeing more Americans or really anybody else around the world trying to research and blow the cap off this. I mean, I'm just doing very, very basic research. I did find several links that I will embed in the information part of this video and not the comments this time, because this is from, this is about as credible as you can get, and I'm going to post what I'm looking at right here. So, put this in your own personal context. Say your 65-year-old grandfather passes away, and you knew that he had severe chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and you knew it was taking a toll on him, and then all of a sudden, just like that, he's gone, and then the hospital just tells you, "I'm sorry, it was COVID-19." And then you go next door, a lady who's suffering with stage 3 or 4 cancer, and maybe COVID-19 does exacerbate these problems. However, to treat this like just the cookie cutter solution is probably where they're getting their statistics from as far as death rates go. So that's what I mean when you go online and you just see death rates are soaring. Is it 20,000? Is it 20 million? Is it 20? And the narrative is changing all the time, and it contradicts itself all the time. And so this is where I encourage people to begin to don't be afraid to start getting out your internet shovel and put on your internet gas mask, because there's a lot out there. There's a lot that's gonna mislead the hell out of you. But I do encourage you, go and find videos that are being shared by, say, hospital staffs themselves, and have them show you the environment that they're working in, and match that up with what is being shared with you on your local media. Because again, think about it like this: what is a fantastic way to try to control people and control masses and population? If you scare people, you'll get them to do just about anything. So that's a topic for another video. However, I just wanted to share this, like I said, this extra layer of information of what's been going on, because it's pretty real. Some real stuff out here. And my other word to you before I end this video is to, in the midst of all this, to continue to seek God with all your heart in all of this, and His Word, because it is about the only sane thing left in the midst of all this insanity. You want a Bible? Write to me. I'll send you a Bible. I got a couple. If you don't got one, by all means, I will send you one. Okay? It's the Word of God is online. It is everywhere. But I'll send you a book if you want a book. Okay? Because again, read areas like Romans 8 and Proverbs 1 of what society looks like as we are nearing really the revealing of God's glory, if you will, or these end of times. And I will tell you, the similarities and the prophecies match up awfully well, kind of like what I mentioned in my last video about the Microsoft patent. But again, I digress. However, that's what I want to share with you, and just caution yourselves. Use a search engine that maybe is a little bit more loose on the algorithms, and you'll begin to find these other reportings, things that the CDC says or things that hospital administration are sharing or professing, and you will be amazed. So that's all I have to share today. God bless you all. Be safe out there.